In spite of what you may have seen on my Instagram stories, I don't have much to take to the booth right now. Everything that I found in Georgia recently, I kind of want to save for like a little mini Valentine's setup in the booth or an early spring Easter setup. We are over here at the fam right now because I do have some clothing that I need to take in. And while we're here, we're actually gonna look around for some birthday gifts. January is a huge birthday month for my family, and Mike has a few family birthdays mixed in there as well. Would like to look for a few gifts. So we're doing a little bit of both. We're doing some restocking, we're doing some shopping, and some talking. I'm gonna talk your ear off. All right, let's get into the antique mall. You animals. Before we start shopping around, let me show you the booth, kind of give you an idea of what has sold post-Christmas or post-Vlogmas, I guess, and a lot has sold. December ended up being one of my best months ever, and January actually hasn't started off too bad either. Now that could just be a lot of people getting money for Christmas and spending it here. I need to clean this mirror. I'm just now noticing how dusty it is. Let me show you the space. Let me show you around. Here's the front. Christmas sold very well. Those paper mache balls, not so much. I did sell some. More of like the really fun kind of specialty ornaments are what sold the best. As of yesterday, today is the 4th. Some of the Christmas ornaments were still selling. So I'm gonna keep these out at least till the end of the week. Out of all those ornaments I had, this is all that I have left. The clothing has done really well, and that's all I brought in today was clothing. And then if we move back here, smalls have continued to be my bread and butter, and really not much has changed. I did sell that other marble lamp that I just put the shade on. This one is a replacement lamp that I forgot to bring a shade and a light bulb in for. That's on our to-do list. Thinking about what I want to do with this cabinet going into this year, I have the urge to still paint it black. I like how it currently looks, but I'm still considering painting it black. That mirror that I've moved around several times, that sold a couple days ago. The little wall pocket vase that I was gonna put flowers in, that sold. I had some pillows sell, but of course I still had a lot of pillows left, and so I just moved some of the pillows around. And there were items left in the space where somebody had made a decision, and so I already ran those up to the front so that they can figure out where they go. And I don't really have a ton of booth updates, to be honest. I came in on the 1st because all of the stuff that I had put up front for display, the Christmas winter display that I did over the course of like 4 videos. Yeah, so everything that didn't sell on the 1st, I came in and I took it back to everybody's spaces so that they didn't have to worry about it. I wish I would have done a better job keeping track of what I had up there and the price points and how they sold. I have a loose list in my mind, but I wish I would have like written it down. Shall we shop? don't even really have a good starting point. Like, what do you get people? I think for my brother, he's a very good artist. So if I could find something that's like vintage artsy, but like not art, but something useful, like an easel, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe something to put pencils in, or pens or brushes. That wouldn't be a bad idea. My mom and Mike's mom, that's gonna be the tough thing, because glassware, like, do they even want more glassware? Probably not. Like, what would be a good alternative to like glassware, but something useful? And I'm sorry if it's loud behind me, the vents are going. An interesting book or a cookbook, like a vintage cookbook might not be a bad idea. Cake stand wouldn't be a bad idea. Candlesticks. There was this salt and pepper shaker set over here that I would not give as a gift unless I knew it would be appreciated, but I thought about getting it for Mike and I. Oh no, did they move them? Let's see if I can find them again. It would be a very like, haha, funny thing. Oh, where are they? Somewhere in here. There's a pair of salt and pepper shakers that made me laugh. I actually really like this set. Very cute. Oh, it's missing a plug. If I had a beach house, and they're only $5, and I think this booth is half off. All right, I'm having a hard time finding the exact set, but just know that it was a pair of feet. It didn't have Hawaii on them, but it looked very similar to this pair, and I just thought they were the funniest thing ever. Maybe they sold, ooh, this is a nice set too. Marble, ooh, how much are you? $10. That ain't bad. That's a really nice set. There's a lot of cool, interesting sets in here. And I think you could get really fun and funky with salt and pepper shakers just because they're not that serious. I actually saw a vase over here that I wanted to check out. It was on the ground. Let's see if I can find it again. Was it up here? I thought this vase was very interesting. I like the colors on it. And it kind of looks like a painting. It's not though. I thought it was like a foresty motif. Wonder if there's any kind of stamp on the bottom. Nope. And I don't see a tag. Secondhand gift giving is just so tough anyways, just because thrifting and antiquing, it's such a personal experience. I could go into the same thrift store or antique mall as like 10 other people and we're all gonna walk out of there with something different, you know what I mean? Trying to find someone a personal and meaningful gift from like the endless possibilities of an antique mall or a thrift store is just, I mean, it takes more effort, and you got to know that person or have an idea of what they might appreciate. She might like something like this, a hand-painted flower pot, and I could see her putting, I don't know, anything in that, to be honest. What would she use that for? I would use this. I think it's super cute, and it's only $12. These are kind of interesting. They're marked as wooden things for $6, but it looks like they're actually stackable tea light holders. Here, let me set you up and I'll demonstrate. They almost kind of look handmade, but they're very nice. So you can take them apart like that. You just have to light candle holders and kind of more mid-century feel to them. So you kind of have to like that vibe. Now, how do you put them back? Yeah, definitely handmade. They're cool though, for $6 too, not bad. If I had a more mid-century booth, I would definitely invest in them. I just had a thought. I could get my mom a cast iron skillet. Now, she already has one, but it's huge. She needs a smaller one, and there are lots of options. I'm thinking like this $35 one right here. It's in great shape. That might be a good gift for my mom. And my brother, to be honest. He'd probably like a smaller one too. Is that cheating? If I get similar gifts? I think I'm gonna do that. Let's go get the cart. I'm not gonna carry around cast iron in my hands. That would just mean Mike's mom needs something. Now, I did see an interesting trivet, but will she use it? I always grew up with pot holders. I never grew up with trivets, or using them at least. And so they're still kind of a newer concept for me even. And I'm wondering, like, have I ever seen her use one? I feel like I have. This one's really pretty. It's gold and white. It was right here. WMA Rogers Ltd for $14. Hopefully that's something she could use. Let's grab this cast iron, and then I'll show you a few of the other things that I found. From this same booth, it says cast iron bookends, but they feel like brass. They have this elk motif on them. Elk laying down, same on this one. And they're heavy, struggling to hold them up. But for 20 bucks, I feel like these would be really great Luckett's Full Market pieces. I know I'm paying up a little bit for them, but these would do really well there. So I'm gonna invest in these. This planter, made in Japan. I recently found a duck one. When you Google it, it's really hard to find a really specific title for what this style of bowl is called. So I'm just calling it, what did I say? A duck chain bowl or something like that. This one is swans, and it'll be really cute with a little plant coming out of there. The only thing is this one's beak is broken, but it's $6, and then I know this booth does 10% off. So I think I'm gonna invest in this as well, and this will be in my little spring Easter setup. I know that's like a big faux pas, reselling a find from the antique mall you're in and putting it in your booth, but I'm gonna remove it for a couple months, and it's on the complete opposite end of where my booth is, so I don't feel too bad. I also found this cut glass candy dish that has the lid, and I think I'm gonna use this for a future project that's in the works that I can't tell you guys about quite yet. It will be perfect for that. It is $8, 10% off. Okay, so before I walked away from that booth, I did find this new old stock. I can't remember how I don't know, but I found these candelabras for $4, and they're both in here, which is really cool. Made in Italy, and they're so cute and little. They require those little teeny like tapered candles that I think I can find online pretty easily. I thought they were so nice. They're metal, I don't think they're brass though. And I think maybe that will be a great little gift. These would just be great for when you're having a little family dinner, just to pull out and put on the table. I just need to find tiny little candles. Back during Vlogmas, when I was walking around, I did find this cute little ginger jar, candy jar piece for $4.99, which would also be really great for the secret project that I'm doing. But I didn't pick it up at the time because I was rushing, and I was like, well, if it's still there when I have time to grab it, it's meant to be, and I'll grab it then. So now's the time, and it's meant to be. Finding more for me in future projects, per usual. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed whatever this was, a little vlog, I guess. Found some good stuff for Luckett's, my next little display idea project thing, or one of them, and then a future project, and of course gifts. I don't know why I didn't think of cast iron in the first place. My mom loves cast iron, and so does Trent, so that works out perfectly. I'm really excited about the other stuff that's on its way back up from Georgia. I really only picked 2 places in Georgia. I did so well that Mike's parents are having to bring up the second load of treasures because it couldn't fit in Mike's car. All the stuff that I had already thrifted, plus the Christmas gifts, plus our luggage. So Mike's parents were generous enough to lend us space in their car to bring all my obsessions back to Virginia. In that stash is some really great vintage clothing. I don't know if you can call it vintage. It's from the late 80s. There's 2 Letterman jackets in there. Not a tweed. Oh, what would you call it? A houndstooth blazer. Kind of cropped. Not like a full blazer. Oh, what else? There was a wool sweater and another wool piece. And I have a lot of fun ideas for Valentine's Day. Like doing a little display. Probably where the Christmas stuff is right now, actually.